Hello everyone. I thought it was about time we did a December daily flip through. I've been working hard at it, but it's a busy time of year, as I'm sure you all know, and just haven't gotten around to doing a video yet. So this is the book I used. I showed it in a video previously, a flip through. It's a Heidi Swapp album, bought it on clearance. I know a lot of people grabbed these last year. Haven't done much in terms of decorating, nothing on the back, but on the front added these little metal corners to protect them. This is a Little Bee sticker that I picked up at Scrapfest, and this was just a dollar store Jolie's Boutique dimensional, you can see, sticker that I just thought was so pretty. Some thickers for the year, and that's all there was to it. It's a little more simplistic than last year's, but I quite like it. So my December daily, I go right through to the 31st. So I think I'm going to do I've got the first half done, so we'll go through that in this video, and then when I get the rest finished, I'll do a video for the second half. On the inside, I think I'm still going to put something here. I just haven't really decided what. This is a Martha Stewart banner sticker that I picked up at the dollar store, and a die cut that my sister gave me that someone gave her, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Serena B?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she had some extras, so she gave one to me. I started, the pages I've mostly kept in order. If you've seen the Heidi Swapp book, you know it came with a bunch of pages. I've kept them mostly in order, but I did mess up a few at the beginning. Well, not mess up, but rearranged at the beginning. And I'm using a Photoplay collection that I've added other pages when I need more space. It's actually getting quite thick, nice and chunky. I'm still working on the 25th at this point, so I've got a week left of pages there. So I started with with this little tag, just with our holiday, added the date to it. Just did a little, just kind of about what we do for the season, how this is our first holiday away from home, although we did get to home at the end. So first Christmas in Toronto, that's the theme. Because, well, most of our traditions stayed the same. This year I got to help Jackie with some things that I don't normally, since we're living in the same building now, so that makes life easier for that kind of stuff. So it started with Advent Day, of course, all the Advent calendars. I was doing a Kinder Egg calendar and a David's Tea. You'll see throughout the book I've got these little tags with the teas I was having every day. So I just made a little pocket to tuck that in. Day 2, I was making some Christmas cards. I am ashamed to admit I never got my Christmas cards done, but the ones I made are really pretty, so I got to start on next year's. That's how I'm going to look at that. So this book, bit of a Mod Podge of stuff. This is only my second December daily, so my stash isn't too huge, but I've got like the Heidi Swapp pages, elements like this and this paper from the Photoplay collection, but then I'm using, these are some Simple Stories letters I had left from last year. The washi tape is just a Recollections one, so you know there's some mishmash throughout, but most of it's the Heidi Swapp and the Photoplay. I did a little page here. There wasn't a lot going on the 3rd. I wasn't feeling well that day, so I was laying in bed, or laying on the couch. This little guy was a present from my boyfriend for Christmas last year, so he seemed like a suitable focus for the page. And then I've got my my little tea tag, just rating all the day's teas. On the tea tags, I've been using these stickers. These are actually from a Mambi planner sticker set, but they make really good tea rating stickers as well. So I made a little pocket. This was just a little insert that opened on the page back here, so I just attached a journaling card to the back of it to make that pocket. So you can see my 3, it had a little cutout here. A little embossing up here. Made a wish list. I went over this in glitter glue. You might be able to see it's got a little bit of a sparkle. And what I need to do is I'm actually going to mark down on here what I actually got from my Christmas list. And 4th, made a Christmas wreath. I used a wood cutout that I had, wood veneer, and used a little green distress ink just to color it there. give a little touch of color. The numbers that day, these are acetate numbers. You'll see them throughout the book. I've been using them. They're from the book. They came with the Heidi Swapp collection. They're acetate. So I often end up putting something on the back of them, just because the busyness of the paper kind of hides them sometimes. So you can see this one, I've got just a little circle paper I die cut. This one did go right on the craft because it was easy to see there. This one I had cut a piece of paper to the same shape, and I added a little tag in here. I didn't feel like I had enough room here just to put everything I wanted. I had lots of words, so just made a little pretty tag to talk about going home for the holidays. And on the 5th, I did a little bit for a journaling prompt that I was following on the December Daily Inspiration Anything Goes Facebook group. I'll put a link to that in the comments. Made a little pocket here for my tea pad. I actually put 2 tea tags. I find I do that sometimes because sometimes I would forget to do it for the previous day, or just on this page I liked the way it was and there was no room for a tea tag. So I would just add them in wherever there was a spot, mostly just trying to make sure that I record all the tea so I know which ones I like and which ones I want to buy. And this is still the 5th, so I liked how I did the page was already shaped this way with this little tab sticking out, so it was a good place to put my 5. My sister and I went to the Bulk Barn. I had questions on a Facebook group about what's a Bulk Barn. It's a Canadian chain. It's where you buy baking supplies and candy in bulk. Just kind of like the name says. This one didn't, again, a lot through the book I used the typing that I just print off, but this page I had lots of space, so I thought I'd do some writing. Used a white gel pen that would just show nicely on the paper there. Again, added a little tag just because I liked I liked that picture a lot of me in the Bulk Barn, so just added it to a little pocket page. And little these are stickers that we got last year at Michael's, the Doris like $1.50 books that they have. So we had a baking themed one, so used a bunch of that because we were getting ready for Christmas baking. On the 6th, I put up my Christmas tree. I didn't decorate it that day, we just put it up, but I got a picture of Steve putting the star on the tree. Painted the back of the 6th that day with acrylic gold paint, so you can see it's got a little bit of a shimmer. This page was just a pretty divider page. I didn't want to go over the words, like to cover it up with journaling, so I just used it as here's a page of pretty things in my book. I went over, the words were just in plain black, so again I went over them in the Martha Stewart glitter glues I have, all in different colors. Added some washi to the side, and then I used Heidi Swapp color shine and just kind of dabbed it over the page to give these red and gold spots on it. And then the 7th, this one gets a 2-day spread because this is when I did decorate my tree. Made a little pocket here because I had lots of pictures from this day. My sister came over to help me, so I just made a little book of all the pictures of us decorating and my bad cat breaking ornaments. And then this one, I just really liked this picture, so I just did a nice big spread of me and my tree. And then it was time to get some baking done on the 8th. These 2 pages go together. So my sister does all this baking every Christmas. We make these gift baskets, and Jackie makes tons and tons of stuff. So this year I was able to help her a little bit. So I was helping her. I didn't make the fruitcakes. I just helped decorate them.
That's the hard part, though.
But it wasn't hard. It was time consuming. But she does this design on them of the Christmas lights every year with fondant, and so I cut out all the shapes and decorated them up. So I was glad to help. And then we got some snow, so I took a picture from my balcony of just how snowy it got. Use this again. I use these little cards a lot, just as spots for my tea descriptions. This one wasn't so much Christmas, but I got recognized at work for some things that I did. So I wanted to journal about that. Took a picture of the little card that they gave me with my vest. I work at Michael's, which is both a good and a bad place to work as a crafter. This is a square doily that I painted gold and just stuck to the back there for a bit of color. This page I did, you can see that kind of shimmers. This is gold glitter paste. It's Heidi Swapp, texture paste, not glitter paste. Gold texture paste. So I just did that to add a little color, and of course my journaling and my little tea spot. This spot is not actually done. There was these little tags in the book, and they weren't really big enough for me to journal. Jackie's using the same book, and she actually did accomplish some impressive journaling on this little tag. But I decided to use it to just write down some of my favorite holiday things. So I haven't finished this yet, but I've got my favorite ornaments. I have a series of dinosaur ornaments that are my favorites, so I'm going to put a little card here talking about how I got those. And I'll do something about favorite movies here, as you can tell from the title, and this is going to be for my favorite Christmas carols. So I'm going to get that filled before everything's said and done. Should move along. Takes a long time to flip through a December daily.
I do like 8 days at a time for that reason.
Well, maybe we'll stop here on day 11 and we'll break up into a couple more videos. Sing for Joy is a choir that my sister and I are in, and we were having our season end event called the Big Sing. So we had a big gathering. This is a picture of Mila, our instructor. What I did on the back of this page is I put a sheet of pretty vellum, and then that comes through on the pocket here, and I just did hand lettering on the back of the pocket to get my Sing for Joy titles. So that was quite pretty. And this is for the same day. So you can see it's got the gold, and we also had a snow day. Very exciting times. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at there for now, just because it is taking longer to go through than I thought. And I will have some more videos for you soon. Thanks so much for watching.